Hello, all you hardcores there on the members area. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Uh, it's a fucking mess, isn't it? It's a fucking mess, isn't it? It's hard to get excited about it at the heavyweight division. Tyson Fury, the man who fights every time we have a fucking eclipse. Dylan White there demanding 10 million on downside. 35 times more than his last purse. Just to get in with Fury, that's what he wants. Now we've got Joshua being took kicking and screaming to honour his rematch with USYK. They just don't want it, do they? They don't want USYK. White don't want Fury, so why not Fury USYK and let Dylan White and Joshua fight? And then they can have it for undisputed, because Dylan White, he don't want a game with Fury. The losers against Fury, AJ fight probably ain't there. Because AJ loses against USYK, doesn't he? How could they sell Joshua White for no belt? Be bollocks, wouldn't it? But between them all, they fucked it all up, haven't they? None of the cunts are fighting. Now the USYK will fight them all. Will Fury take the USYK fight? Well, he's probably thinking, if I get BT, I've got to fight him again. And AJ fight's never going to happen, is it? That fight's further away now than ever. Eddie Hearn and them were told, weren't they? They were told, if you keep messing about, not putting the Fury Joshua fight on, you're going to lose it. And something's going to happen, and there'll be a few stumbling blocks. And Joshua's had one stumbling block, and then he rematched him, fought gun shy against Ruiz. Got knocked out by Ruiz, 40-minute rematch. Rewarding him with 70-odd million, more than double what he got for the first fight. You could not fucking make it up. And then what we got? USYK does him. Not only does him, takes him to school, takes him to university. And then they've got to rematch USYK now, but they don't want that, do they? They want to get Joshua some confidence. So I won't put it past them putting him in with Dylan White and Fury USYK, but Fury holds all the cards here because he's the main man, isn't he? He's got the WBC belt, the ring belt. He's won all other ones that really they were all took off him for his own stupidity. But the fans know. As long as the fans know, that's okay, isn't it? That's okay, but it just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. That's what it does. But it is what it is, isn't it? But Dylan White, he's a shithouse. He don't want to fight anybody who's got an heartbeat. When do we hear any stories about Dylan White wanting to rip shit up with somebody who if he goes into the fight with this particular fighter, whoever it is, he's an underdog. Dylan White going in a fight as an underdog. Ready? Dylan White went in as an underdog against Joshua, got knocked out. He went in as an heavy favourite against Povetkin and got put to kit. So Dylan White, in my opinion, is on the slide. But I won't put it past Hearn and all the powers that be wanted to get Fury in with USYK for undisputed and have it all nailed on that the winners fight each other and Dylan White, Joshua. But at the moment, it's fucking stalemate, isn't it? There's no date been set for Joshua against USYK, and there's no date set for White Fury, is there? All we're being is delayed and delayed. It's everybody trying to fucking outdo each other and do each other's heads in. What? Going around in fucking circles here. Whatever happened to people just fighting? Like Ali. Ali came back. Yeah, I'll fight Larry Holmes. I fight Spink. Ali went 6-2, didn't he, against Olympic gold medalists, 6-2. And the two Olympic gold medalists, Leon Spinks and Joe Fraser, he lost to them, didn't he? He rematched them and beat them. He beat Fraser twice in rematches. You know what film I was watching earlier? I was watching Ali, Fraser, Thriller in Manila. Hey, well, when do we get out like that now? When was the last time we sat down and said that was a fucking great fight? When? Fury Wilder. How many more? Sam Eggington on that Hennessy show against that guy whose name I forgot because I'm brain dead. What else have I got to look fucking forward to? I'm sick of fucking being negative on this channel. What else is it to look forward to? It's fucking liberties, isn't it? Utter liberties. Utter fucking liberties. Utter liberties. What can you do? What can you do? They made a mess of everything, haven't they? Fury went and took Wilder on 3 times. Dylan White and Joshua won't go fucking near him, would they? Frightened to fucking death. Frightened to death, Dylan White and Joshua to go near him. But that's what you're up against, isn't it? That's what you're up against. But we're going around in circles, aren't we, with these so-called fighters and hard men. And they're just inventing shit, aren't they, all the time? Like Big John Fury, big fighting man. In the ring or on the hard road. 100 and 0. In bare knuckle and 100 stoppages. Fought for 100,000 as well, £100,000. Who were it? Wally Downs Jr., the journalist from the Sun newspaper. Who you fought, Mr. John? Who was it, Mr. Fury? You fought, you know, for life of me, I can't remember his name, but £100,000. See what I mean? People just inventing shit. Shit chatters. Utter shit chatters. That's what we're up against, isn't it? Shit chatters. So I don't know what's going to happen with heavyweight division at the moment, but it's a stalemate, isn't it? It's not so long ago we were told that Wilder were going to fight winner of Vladimir against Joshua. That was 5 years ago, this April. Wilder's been nowhere near Joshua, has he? Or Joshua's been nowhere near. It just hasn't happened, has it? It's just not happened. And this is what's killing the sport I love. Killing it, so I'm fucking dead. Starting to think, what am I fucking doing? Starting to really fucking do my head in this. I want to see some fights. Everybody fucking swerving everybody. It's a fucking mess. UFC are pissing all over boxing at the moment. Starting to put power jokes in the shakes now. This time next year I could be on Fowler's fucking rust, couldn't I? So I just wanted to say that what's happening with heavyweight division, it's a fucking mess. Why aren't these YouTubers doing something about it? Right? Why are they doing something about it instead of hanging out at the back of Eddie Hearn? Fair play to Umar for asking Eddie Hearn about these WBC fighters that have been kicked out of the rankings because they've not signed up for a clean testing program. All of a sudden, Eddie Hearn's come out and said, oh, they want to fill the forms in now. It's a PR disaster for a minute for Lee McGregor, Chris Billam-Smith and Conor Benn. PR fucking disaster. That's boxing for you though, isn't it? All right. Well, peace out.